So that's
You
how
know
I
the
do it.
difference between using the word possible versus interested.
Yes.
There's a big difference between those two words. Possible is a more neutral language,
Hmm.
right? It's not necessarily you telling them if they're interested or not, but it's just throwing the ideal out there in a more receptive way. Because like I was saying before, so many people are calling and they're using that same language, right? Hey, are you interested in a cash offer? Are you interested in selling your house? Are you interested in getting an offer, right? But because we're changing the verbiage, you guys are separating yourself.
That's true. How about you, Sam? What are the challenges you're having right now?
Same with Mommy Kim. Still on that transitional stage of using the new script. So right now, I still don't have talked to interested seller yet. So, but I think it's kind of working. Like, I'm asking if, hi, Mr. Can I speak to Mr. Smith? I was just calling about this, blah blah blah. Can you help me out for a moment? So, yeah.
All right, awesome. So let me ask you guys a question. That transition, is that where you guys are finding to be your biggest challenge?
I'm sorry, what was that, Charlie?
Transition,
Mm-hmm.
is that where the challenge coming at right now? Is it the transition?
Yeah, for me, the biggest challenge I really am having right now is that, you know, making sure that I understand the prospect's response, so that I can throw the appropriate um, probing questions,
Mhm.
because sometimes their responses is just they're just you know, how do you call this,
They're
um
not giving you you
Exactly.
want peanut butter, they giving you peanuts.
I beg your pardon.
You want peanut butter, they giving you peanuts.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So I need to grind them with probing questions in order for them to give me peanut butter.
Right. Like you want flavored chicken, they just give you the chicken.
That's right. That's right.
Hmm.
That's my biggest challenge right now, just making sure that I understand what they're trying to tell me.
All right. What about everyone else? Because I'm gonna take some notes here real quick.
Actually, Charlie, I got a lead yesterday, and I was able to use the probing questions that you actually taught us in our previous meeting. When the homeowner mentioned that. I asked him if he was like he already thought about selling his property before I called, and he said yes, I have thought about selling. So I actually went on and said, when you like what we practice, when you say you have thought about selling, what exactly do you mean by that?
Uh-huh.
So he said he was interested in buying another property,
Yeah.
so
So you
something like
see
that.
how it just opened them up, right?
Hmm.
See, it works.
Yeah, it does work, especially asking, you know, if you throw the appropriate probing question, they will give you the specific answer you're looking for. So,
Exactly. Like I
so
said, it just takes some time to practice,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Good job, Catherine. That's good. That's good news to hear, huh?
Yep.
And based with my experience also with the new script, w- from the intro, because the biggest impact there is when you throw the introduction. It's very, there's a big difference when you say, I was wondering if you could help me something. From the word help, um, they feel that they have something, they have problems that of course, they need the help.
Mhm.
Against from the intro of very formal, like you introduce your name and the company. So it's like very formal in that way. So when I use the intro, your intro, Charlie, I was wondering if you could help me. So it's like a very conversational. So it's very
Correct.
normal conversational. And that way they will be able to express themselves,
Hmm.
and you can get their trust as well. And you can get um, the reason,
Correct.
yes, behind the scene. That's it.
Exactly. So I try to think about my mind is engagement before discussion,
Mhm.
right? And the way my mind think that way is when I think about discussion, I think about getting all the facts about their home and their situation, right?
Mhm.
But when I think about engagement, I think about me and that person just having a genuine conversation. So that point when I get to the discussion part, they're willing to give me that information. Right. It's
Yeah.
kind of like dating, right? When you date someone for quite some time, right? You have that engagement where you're getting to know each other. But as you get to know each other, you're more open to give that person more of the information about you, right? So, Mary, if you don't mind, let me hear how your intro, like let me hear your intro.
Okay, honestly, I didn't follow all the scripts that you given,
Hmm.
but from my intro is, "Hi, Jay. This is Mary. I was wondering if you could help me something." Yeah, what about? Oh, by the way, I'm calling about your property,
Hmm.
and and I'm wondering if you have also ever thought about selling or considering an all cash offer with this property of yours.
Hmm.
That's it.
Okay, great. That's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I will probably just encourage remember your tonality, right? Because it's one thing to say something, but if you say it with the right tonality, it come across totally different,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Right.
Because Josh, if I just told you, I said, "Hey man, why you skipping in line? Don't you see people behind you? Like you come like you get defensive, right?"
Yeah. That's right.
Yes.
But if I have the right tonality, like, "Hey Josh, I'm just curious. Is there a reason why you're skipping in line? Some of us been in line for a couple of hours here.
That's
So it's
right.
all about your tonality. So my intro on my call is like this. So so here's something I do not do. I don't say when I call someone,
Mhm.
I don't say anything until they say hello. Like I'm never going to
Yeah.
call someone and say hello. That makes sense?
Makes
Because
Yeah.
sense.
once I
Yeah.
do that, then it throws off the whole script. Has anyone experienced that where you call someone, you don't hear anything, you say hello?
That is, I think, what
Yeah.
we do most of the time, because like when the call comes in and then there's like a moment of silence and nobody is talking. So what we tend to do is talk first,
Okay,
or
so I'm going to
maybe they
challenge
might
you.
hang up.
Right, I'm going to challenge you
Uh-huh.
not to do that. Wait for
Okay.
them to say hello.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
All right. Now, once they say hello, I'm going to say, "Hi, my name is Charlie. I was curious, can you possibly help me with something?"
Okay.
And then based on their response, then I will actually tell them why I'm calling or who I'm with.
Mhm.
Does that help a little bit?
Exactly. Very.
So it's okay not to, because the silence seems to be kind of awkward. That's why,
Hmm.
like, when there is like a long moment of silence, we talk.
Right.
So right
Yeah.
now we know that it's okay. We'll have to wait for them.
Right. Because you
Okay.
want them to
Okay.
say hello.
Okay.
Mm.
Got
Because
it.
if you say hello and they be like, "Hello," they kind of automatic
Oh
have
my
they
God.
wall up.
Yeah.
And then you get through off because then you start scrambling with your words.
Exactly.
I used to be there.
Mhm.
Right? So now I could call someone up. I say, hi, this is Charlie. I was curious, can you possibly help me with something? Oh, sure, what you need? Well, I was just calling to see if you possibly thought about getting any offers on your property at 123 Main Street. Oh, no, no, I haven't really thought about it. All right. Well, hey, I'm just curious. I know you're not looking to sell your property, but do you by chance have any other properties you may be looking to sell? Oh, no, no, no. And there's a call. Or I can add on there. Well, hey, I know you mentioned you're not ready to sell right now. I mean, do you have any plans in the future to sell the property? Oh, maybe 6 to 12 months. I'm looking to sell. Oh, fantastic. Would it be appropriate for me to follow up with you in 6 to 12 months?
That's what I normally do as well.
Right?
Yep.
You see how it just flows, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great questions. Any other questions? Good job, Mary. Mary asked the questions today.
How about you, Ken? What are your experiences on your calls?
Me, maybe Charlie already called me out, but I'm getting used to it when it comes to the script. Uh, how about this one, Charlie? I don't know if it is right, but I'm doing this one with my intro. I will say something like this. Hello there, this is Ken. I work with property investor. I hope you can help me with this. Something like that, and then
Right. So take the property investor part out and redo it once.
I will take out the I work with property investor.
Right. So say it again, but take out the property investor part for me. Right. I answered
Yeah,
this
right.
question, right?
Don't hesitate.
It's a,
Yeah, guys.
anyone else?
I was always trying to enter here, just getting permissions because we need our sparsely the script. So, but
Right.
I can deal with that.
Michelle.
I have my own already, so
Oh,
I'm kind of
awesome.
like it out. Yeah.
Michelle, I'm kind of curious. If you've
Yes.
been doing so well with your original script, why are you changing things with the new one?
Well, it's like interesting though. It's like, hi, Charlie, how are you doing? Yeah, this is Michelle. I'm just curious if you could help me out real quick though. Just kind of like that, like, so I can like jump in because in here the old script, it's kind of like long. Like I had
Mhm.
to go like through until the the if considered all cash offer. So I think it's more better if I use the short term of
Mhm.
intro instead of the long ones. So then
Awesome.
I can
That's
just
fantastic. Yeah,
exactly.
when you say interesting, like what exactly you mean by that?
I'm sorry.
I heard you mention interesting. Like when you say that, like what you mean? So y'all see what I was
Well,
doing there?
it's like you're
Yes.
getting their attention right away. Yeah, because like
You were doing probing questions.
because
You
I
see how
always
she
like to
just
go like
opened it up
dive
and
in. You know what I mean?
she just spilling the beans. You see that? She just spilling the beans.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Asked her 2 questions. I probably got 2 paragraphs.
That's true.
Because I want their attention for one. Okay, so I'd rather just go for your script, I guess. I think I'd like that. So that's perfect.
Cool. Any other questions? Anything else I can help you guys with?
Thanks, Mitch. How about you, Nona? Do you have any challenges on your calls recently with positioning yourself in after the intro?
Well, as for me, to be honest, is that I'm using the old script for the reason that the new script is kind of bit challenging for me because I think most of my customers or the one that I've talked to are a script. But
Mhm.
right now, somewhat I did also have like interchanging or like changing from time to time my script. It really depends on what script that I would be using from my customers.
That makes sense. Well, so with your current script, what challenges do you currently have?
Well, as for me, the thing that call it all my prospects as for now are really kind of hard to talk to, since most of my contacts are the information is different. So I guess I would say what I have are wrong informations. So that's why even though I do have all the maybe I'm having the wrong information here on my system, but I still tried to ask for an offer if they do have any properties that they might want to sell, because I think I still also want to try to ask them anyways if maybe if I don't get the correct customer, or I didn't get the correct information here on my system, I'll just try the best of luck that
Hmm.
I talk to someone that they are also interested on selling.
Okay. So let me role play with you real quick, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna be the homeowner. I'm gonna have you be the individual calling, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So hello?
Hello. Hi. I'm looking for Charlie, please.
Yes, this is him. Who is this?
Hi, Charlie. May I ask if have I caught you in the middle of anything? My name is Maria.
Yeah, but who is this? You didn't tell who is this?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Maria.
Okay. How can I help you?
Oh, good question. So, yeah, I was calling. I'm so sorry if wait. Oh, all right, again. So, yeah, have I caught you in the middle of anything?
You called me at a good time. How can I help you? I mean, why are you calling me? Who is
Yeah,
this? I don't have no idea who this is.
yeah, I agree with you. I did gave you a call, and this is Maria, and I know that I'm calling you out of the blue, but I was calling about your property of 123 Main Street.
Yeah, what about it?
As for me, because my partner is currently looking for a property in your area, and I was calling to see if you have ever thought about selling or considered an all cash offer for your property.
How much you gonna give me?
As for the cash offer that you've told me, that's a good question. But as for me, I'm just going to run through some quick questions about the exact condition of the property. And yeah, once I do have all the information, I'll be forwarding this one to my partner, and my partner will give you a call for the cash offer. Would that be fine with you?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
All right, no problem. But is it possible that we could present you a ballpark figure and see if it's something that you might be interested in the future?
No, I'm not. I told I'm not interested.
All right. But thank you, anyways, for taking my call, and have a great day.
All right, my pleasure. What you pick? What you learned from that call, Marie?
Um, wait, what did I? Um, he's not very interested on
Okay.
selling.
Okay. What you learned about yourself during that call?
um, maybe I tried to still negotiate
Uh
or
huh.
still try to offer, even though at first it really sounded that he's not very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
So
know.
listen, so when you think back on that role play you just did with me, right?
Yeah.
Did you come across to me as the homeowner being confident?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen to that call with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you come across me as the homeowner, you being confident on the phone?
I think I did.
Okay.
I don't know. But as for me, yeah, I do think that I'm confident, but I'm not pretty sure at your side.
Right. So as a homeowner, I automatic had a wall up. And
Mm-hmm.
here's the reason why. I presented you with a question, right?
Yeah.
You ignored my question and continued on with your script.
Okay.
So that automatic gonna put my wall up as a homeowner.
Mm.
So then you're gonna have to work 100 times harder on that conversation to build trust with me so I open up to you.
Mm.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. So I'm gonna be the caller. So who wanna be a homeowner and who wants to give me a hard time?
Come on, guys. This
Any
is your chance to
any
be the
takers?
homeowner, guys.
For sure.
Um, let me pick one.
You wanna role play with me, Marie? You wanna get your payback?
Okay, let me try.
All right. Let me pull up my script. Because this is how I learn. I still read off a script. Let's see here. I still. Let's see. Nope, that ain't it. All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm gonna count to three. You're gonna be the homeowner, okay, Marie?
All right.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hi, this is Charlie. I was wondering if you can possibly help me out for a moment.
Help you out? What about it?
Yeah, I'm a local home buyer in the area, and I was just reaching out to see if you'd possibly be open to getting an offer on your property at 123 Main Street.
Oh, okay. So what about my property?
Well, yeah, we're looking to buy a couple of them. If you are open to it, what I like to do is just ask you some questions about the property and see if it's something that my partners will actually be interested in. Would this be an appropriate time for you?
Well, appropriate time. I don't think so, but yeah, let me say something. Yesterday I got a call and then I su I talked to someone, but I expected a call, but they didn't call me back. So why should I answer this question? So why would I help you out with this one?
Yeah, I totally understand. You spoke to someone yesterday. I totally understand that. They promised you something and that didn't fall through. However, what I can tell you here is, I can ask you a couple basic questions, and if the property meets what we're looking for, I can promise you I'll have my property manager give you a call within an hour here. It just depends on the information you provide to me to see if it's something we'd like to move forward with. So with that being said, Marie, would you like to move forward with things or not?
All right. Uh, let's give it a try.
Okay, awesome, fantastic. Can you tell me a little bit about the condition of the property as far as have there been any like major upgrades or improvements within the last 2 to 10 years?
Well, I don't know. Is it possible that you can just visit the property? I'm not
Yeah, I
really
can
interested on
yeah, I could certainly visit the property. However, my partners, they do buy 3 to 5 properties a month. And I want to respect your time. I definitely want to respect their time, and I don't want to send them out there where it may or may not be something they interested in. So basically, my responsibility here is just to find out more on the condition of the property, get to know over the details, and then they be the ones presenting you with an offer.
Oh, all right.
Mhm.
Okay. Gone. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah. Like I was saying, have you done any major updates or improvements to the home within the last couple of years?
Yeah, I just did. I remodeled the kitchen, and I had a new roofing, a new water heater, and
Hmm.
as far as I remembered, I think that would be all.
Oh, wow. Sounds like you've done a lot of work to the property and increased the property value on the property. Would you agree with that, Marie?
Yeah, I guess so. I did put a lot of effort on remodeling the property since I also wanted to have a home that is very cozy for me.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. So besides the upgrades you made to the property, if I bought this property as is, will I need to put any more money into it? Far as like, will I need to improve the property at all on my end?
I don't really think so.
Okay, awesome. And when you say you don't think so, can you elaborate on that for me?
Yeah, as I said, I did put a lot of efforts on it,
Hmm.
and I think all the repairs that is needed has been already repaired for this thing that I don't want to have a lot of I don't want to deal any problems, especially I don't want to deal since winter is coming.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, since your house you have a pretty house, it doesn't need any repairs. This house is not one that will actually qualify for my partners here. However,
Mhm.
what I can do is I can get the information sent over to them. They may know someone that'd be willing to pay full price for your property. Okay.
All right, that's great.
All right. Thank you for your time.
All right.
Y'all pick up anything? Y'all notice anything?
Mm.
A lot.
What you pick up, Marie?
Well, as for me, the what do you call one, the seller is not really don't want to sell the property, but would really like to hear the cash offer
Mhm. Do you know
only.
why? Who know why I got off the phone?
I'm sorry.
Do you know why I got off the phone early?
Yes, I think.
Okay, why?
because you think that the owner doesn't, or yeah, I think the owner is not really or not interested on selling the property since she mentioned that she put a lot of what do you call this one, she put a lot of efforts on building, or yeah, building this home. So I think that's one of the reason why you put off to the conversation.
Right,
uh,
you're correct. So if I'm looking at a wholesale type of house, right, it's a house that needs a lot of work done to it, right?
mm,
So if my client will say, "Hey, Charlie, I'm only looking for houses that where the conditions not that much, I can get
mm,
it at a discount." So the
mm.
cue for me in that calls where she said what everything she fixed up,
And
and then
there's
she
no
mentioned, "Hey, there's
repair,
no more."
no repair
Exactly.
needed.
So that's my cue to get off the phone.
Mm.
But did you see how I got off the phone in a very respectable way, right? I
Yeah.
made I made it feel where I made it feel as if the homeowner still won.
Mm. True, true.
Right? Any other feedback?
Um,
What is there two Sams on here or one?
um, only one Sam, but
Oh,
they're using their cell phones to make sure that they.
Oh, okay. Sam, what's the feedback? I saw you smiling over there. What's the feedback?
Yeah, I noticed the same feedback as you. You didn't pursue the property since it's kind of or a wholesale property, and you cannot like put a discount on that one. So I don't know.
Good job. Anyone else?
Uh, the how you explained why you needed the information about the property itself,
Mm-hmm.
because the homeowner was was really defensive and giving out information or even talking to you due to her previous experience.
Yeah.
But the way you explained it, the way why you're the way you talk her out and making her understand why you're calling them
Mm-hmm.
her is really awesome, and it was polite and professional. At least that's why she got a better understanding why you need uh those information. And then you gave her an assurance that you can have someone call her back in an hour, um
Yeah.
something like that, so at least she will not experience what her previous experience.
Correct. So here's my question to everyone: whose decision was it to move forward with that conversation?
The seller. I
The
think you
seller.
asked a yes or no
That's
question
right.
that is answerable by yes or
I
no.
didn't. I didn't force it on her. I didn't pressure it on her. I gave her the option. Hey, is this something you want to move forward with or not?
Yeah.
She didn't. She didn't just tell me she's comfortable moving forward, but she also told herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, homeowner said that, yeah, let's give it a
Give it
try.
a try.
Exactly. Yeah. What about you, Mary? You get anything out of it?
Yeah. Based on my observation, you had a lot of question wherein the homeowner is not really that interested to answer your questions. So that makes sense that that's exactly why at the end you ask um, the, 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 the big question wherein need you let the homeowner answer if she really likes to go forward with this or not,
Mm-hmm.
because basically at first she's not really that interested because of what she's experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good that you need to get I mean get what's let me say what's the catch. So
Yeah.
you need to get what's the catch. So
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly why you ask him directly if she
Yeah.
really wants to move forward or not.
Right.
No need
Because in the
to long
past,
conversation.
what I used to do is I wouldn't even do that. I'll just move on to the next without their permission, right? And then they'd be like, "What the hell," right? But by me going a step further, getting their permission to move forward, it's kind of like they
I also
comfortable with
did
me
that
now.
sometimes. Yeah.
Hmm.
I really would like to ask directly if are you really interested to sell your property?
Right.
Mm. At
Yep.
least the conversations is not that too long,
Right.
and you will get the correct answer from the homeowner.
Hmm. Got it. Awesome. Good job, Mary.
Thanks.
What about Jan? What you got for me, Jan?
Yep. Hi, Charlie. As a newbie, I started today,
Uh
and
huh.
yeah, I started today. Then, I was studying the new script.
Yeah.
Yep, the new script. But um, when I started today, I used old script so that I feel comfortable to talk with them and
Mhm.
negotiate with them. That's all.
All right. Awesome, man.
Just he just recently started. I'm giving him some tips on how to handle calls, some you know um, tips with communication skills as well, making sure that he's conversational over the phone. So I hope he's learning a lot from you today.
Yeah. Awesome. Anyone else? Any other questions, concerns, anything you want me to break down for you?
How about you, Carmela? Do you have any questions for Charlie? You know, we only have a few more minutes left for this training.
Well, I don't have a question, but what I've actually observed with the last role play is that although the decision was with the seller, it was pretty obvious that the agent somehow controlled the call. But it's not very obvious, but he's very persuasive. So yes, he made the seller believe that it was her decision, but really what she was doing was feeding all the information to the agent without her noticing it.
Right.
So I think the agent controlled the call, really.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing by asking these questions, right? You're controlling the call, but in reality, the homeowner feel like they're in control because you asking questions, right?
That's right.
You're
Yeah.
not pushing your agenda on them, but you asking questions. And when you slow down and ask questions, people actually feel like they being heard, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Great job. Great observation, by the way.
Anyone else? Anyone else who has a question for Charlie before we end our training today? And I hope you guys learned a lot today, because I'm pretty sure I learned a lot today as well. Guys,
So what would you guys like to see next time? Let's start there.
okay.
We would like to hear a call from you.
A real
Yeah.
live call,
Yes.
like
If you have
me with a seller type of call.
something like that. If it's not a live call, at least a recording, you with a seller.
Okay.
Okay, that's nice.
Anyone else? Anything else?
For me, I would like to learn how to get past the first rejection, because I think we've been receiving a lot of rejection when you say that you're calling about the property, since we're not the only ones calling this property. So I would want to know how to turn this situation around into getting a convinced seller out of someone who's rejected you at the very beginning.
All right. Anyone else? Anything, like the feedback you guys give me, then I'm able to bring more value to you guys next time.
None from me. I
Okay.
guess Carmela already mentioned what I wanted to
What
hear.
about you, Sam?
Yeah, I would also love to learn how to, um, proper rebuttals for rejections.
Okay.
Because that's the most that's the most common scenarios we get every time we call homeowners.
So here's a trick question. What's a rejection? Somebody tell me what a rejection is.
The normal rejection we would actually get is that I'm not really interested, but how much can you offer? Something like that.
Okay. So here's the question, right? How do we find out why they asking that question?
Ask them a question. Like, well, can you give me a few minutes? See if we're gonna be a good fit for each other. At least we can get the property condition and have you talk to my property manager.
Right. Or here's one. Hey, I mean, I'll be more than happy to get the right information over to my partners so they'll be able to give you an accurate cash offer. would it be appropriate for us to move forward in this conversation for me to gather the right information so I can get you the most accurate offer that's out there right now? Hey, by the way, I'm curious. Is there a specific reason why? Is there a specific reason you was looking for a cash offer, or here's one. I'm just curious. Did you have a number in mind as far as what you was looking to get for that cash offer? So when it comes to rejection, there's three things you got to understand. One, you have to clarify. Two, you have to conversate. Three, you diffuse. There's always going to be 3 steps when it comes to a rebuttal. And I'll teach you guys that on the next call. Whenever you get any type of objection or rejection in life, I'm going to give you 3 things to do to help you overcome those rejections.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
nice.
Because you can't give a rebuttal if you don't know why it's there in the first place.
I think that's why
Sure.
we're lost. We're at loss.
So I'll give you
When
guys
we
a
get
quick
rejected.
example here, okay? Mary, let's say you go into the store, right? And let's say the rep come up to you and the rep say, "Hey, you like that TV, huh?" And you're like, "Yeah, I like it." And the rep says, "Okay, that TV is $5,000." And let's say, for an example, you say, "Oh man, that's kind of expensive, right?" Well, expensive can mean many different things for different people who's in different situations,
All right.
right? So that's why you have to clarify a little bit. Okay, when you say expensive, what you mean by that? Oh, the store across the street selling that same TV for $3,000. So now I know I'm dealing with a competitor. Or you could come off like, "Oh, we just browsing right now. It's Christmas time, so we currently saving money for our kids." So now I know you're looking to save money for your kids. So now I could come at you with okay, I know you said you're saving money for your kids. I'm curious, what type of budget do you have to buy a TV today? So now I can take your budget and find you a TV that match your budget that's close to those same features. You see what I just did there?
Yeah.
So it's different on all levels. So that's why it's so important to clarify. So think about this. Like, I didn't ask a girl on a date before and she told me no, right? I need to know why.